What's going on, guys? Stevie here with Lucky Crit, and today we're going to do our 4th episode of our Fire Emblem Fates Conquest Let's Play. So let's dive right back in. Chapter 5, Mother. So this is where things would usually get a little bit dicey because the decision is coming up where you have to pick who you're going to side with. But we know what we're doing. We're not going to get won over by these guys.
Please, listen.
Although I think the game guilts you really hard for picking Nor. We'll find out. I do like some of these cutscenes where they try to make it a little bit more cinematic with the camera angles, though. That's really cool to see.
I'm so very sorry.
Excuse me.
And Yukimura.
You
I think
have
he's
my
a mechanist,
gratitude.
too. I definitely think that we fight him later if we go Conquest. And we are. There's Taco Meat. I was wondering where he went.
If you were aiming for my heart, you've struck true.
Of course.
So it's time to meet all the happy people of... I almost said like Happy Tree Friends.
Please.
It's like
Very well.
Wiggles Village over here. That's what it's like. Nick Jr. Television. Or Disneyville.
Why do you say that?
Well...
Worried Lobster. Worried Lobster Man. Okay, here are the happy streets. There's all the happy people.
Hey there.
Meanwhile, there are like no people in Nor. The cities are holes in the ground.
Thank you.
Ooh, share it with our lady friend. I don't think I would pick Azura. She's cool, but almost seems too canon to have her like as a waifu.
I don't trust you.
Thank you. You shouldn't trust us, because we're not going to be your friend later.
No. What?
Listen.
And he's being a bit of a jerk. It's alright, we'll have to just
Hey.
beat him up later.
What?
Huh?
Come on.
So, I think it's cutscene time. Yes, indeed.
Ah.
Ah. Of course. Little gift from Dad. Told you, nothing good comes from a sword with an eyeball on it that looks around. And it exploded into shrapnel, too. Look at the buildings falling.
You were not hurt. Tell me you're okay.
I'm fine.
Poor Mikoto.
I'm so glad.
Mother!
Mother!
So,
You there!
no more little happy Nick Jr. village.
Show yourself!
I never got far enough to understand what those dudes are, though. The purple, see-through, ghosty dudes. Rage time. It's actually really nice seeing this cutscene on the big screen. There's like little details that I'm picking out that I didn't notice the last time. And we're in dragon form. Okay. So we're going to have to watch out for some guys with Worm Slayers in this chapter.
Be careful.
Just going to mark them really quickly here so we can remember which ones they are. Yeah. And this is actually a paired up unit, and they both have Worm Slayers, so we're going to have to be extra careful when we get to that point. But I know we are definitely going this way for sure, because we can wreck both of these guys very easily with this Draconic Rage in our dragon form. I'm going to pair up Rinka and Kaze, and we're going to stay just outside their range. We don't want to go in there yet. We have Azura for this chapter, and she can dance, and I'm going to just get some extra experience for her.
Thank you.
Okay. What I don't like, though, is that Azura is very, very similar to Ninian from Fire Emblem 7, like the first Fire Emblem that we got here for Game Boy Advance. I really don't know, like, maybe they did it as a throwback, but I'm not a fan of that. I just kind of wish they had come up with a sort of a newer character. She's just too similar. Let me actually... We're going to take a look at what he can do. Okay. I know for sure, so Kaze can't pick off any of these guys on his own. He's going to need help, and Rinka's resistance is god-awful, so there's no way she can take a hit from this mage and be okay after that. So we need the backup of us in dragon form. So once we clear out on the left side, we're going to jump over to the right. Now, Ryoma's down here fighting this phantom guy, and I think part of it is scripted because the phantom guy does miss a lot of 70s that he should probably hit one of. And I don't think I've ever actually seen Ryoma live on this chapter, but if I remember correctly, I did watch a video where he does. So I guess it's just random. I don't think there's actually like any consequence for him dying or anything. It just makes it easier or harder later for us to finish off the boss. Look at that. Destroyed. Dragon form is really kind of creepy if you look at it. It's got like elbows for knees going on. Ugh. It's like twisted. The stuff of nightmares. It's also doesn't have a face. It's like a black ball with like stuff coming off of it. I don't know what happened there.
Stand strong.
But what I do like is that the dragon's body is like made up of like your outfit. I think that's pretty cool. It's a nice design choice. So thankfully, Ryoma does have a skill that allows him, on his turn, when he initiates the combat, the enemy's hit chance, I think, loses like, what, 30%? Let's find out. It is this one. Yeah, grants a void plus 30 when the unit initiates combat. So when he attacks, there's only a 40% chance of the other guy hitting. But I do think it's all scripted, so it's not something that I have to worry about. We definitely want the assistance of us in dragon form, so we're going to move over here. Okay. What some people actually don't realize when they first start this game is when you're picking your talent, a lot of people think like, oh, I want to be the dragon, like how do I be the dragon in the game? And so they'll put dragon as their talent, but that's not actually what the talent is. Like if you pick dragon as a talent, I'm pretty sure you get wyvern rider. Like no matter what, you're always a dragon. So you could be mistaken and end up as a wyvern rider as your alternate class, which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having wyvern rider as the alternate class, but it's not what people like think of it as. So for us, we're going to be a Nor Royal. I'm not exactly sure what the class name is, but something like that. We're going to have this dragon form, and we'll also be able to switch to the ninja class as our side class. So we're going to be pretty well-rounded, and that's not even like using seals or anything like heart seals, where you'll get a class from your spouse, or any of the friendship seals or anything where you can get classes from other units that you're close to. So we'll definitely be really well-rounded, and that defense boost is going to help out. But we won't be very magically inclined to any extent. Let's see. Let's have... Yeah. I'm going to have you attack here, because I want to give him more experience. Even though, like, in our dragon form, we could totally just obliterate this guy here. But I'm pretty certain that we keep Kaze, or we'll get him back later, so I might as well train him. There we go. Okay. Now let's see. I'm pretty sure like the first 4 attacks or something like that always miss. Okay, he's actually... Ryoma's actually doing a good job this time around. He's actually landing some of his hits. Oh, good dodge. Okay, that one's a miss. He's just surviving down there. I am going to be mindful, though, of these guys' range. Yeah, okay, it's a little hard to see because that's being blocked, but... So down here. You know what, let's do this.
Don't worry.
We want to lure those mages down there up, but we have to be extra careful because there's those paired up units with the dual worm slayers that we don't want to get attacked by, because that could be really bad. Yeah, we're just in the way here. I keep forgetting that Azura can attack too. Should I have her attack? Yeah, let's get it. Let's do it. Why not?
No hesitation.
She's pretty weak at this point, but I did notice that, like, she has pretty good growth rates, so she should actually be like a somewhat competent fighter later on. Okay. Won't be fully healed, but he'll be able to take a hit, which is what he needs to do next turn. Can you dodge this? No, you can't. Look at that. So I guess maybe it is random, but he does miss a lot of 70s, which leads me to believe that it is somewhat scripted.
What do you think you're doing? So much work.
Maybe he just... I don't know. I didn't really look at his stats. Ooh, can you top the level you got last time?
Leave it to me.
Good job. Some defense would be nice, but I can't argue with you getting strength. Look at that. We've got some reinforcements. Oh, and you missed.
I'm
Ooh.
sorry.
That's going to be the end of Ryoma, which is unfortunate, but he's not actually dead. He's just dead in this mission. We'll have to deal with him later, trust me. I know that much. But that might be a little bit harder now, because usually he gets another hit or two in. We're going to have to pick this guy off, but at least he's like partially damaged. And I don't know if he heals at the beginning of each turn. I kind of imagine that he doesn't, for whatever reason. So let's... Let me think. We want both of these guys dead. So we'll do this. Next turn, we're going to take a Worm Slayer to the face, but it's okay. We can take one. We just need to make sure that we're not attacked by anything else at the same time. And let's... We don't want them walking up, so we gotta attack from here.
We can do this.
It had to be done.
Okay. Actually... Yeah, let's do this then. Let's, I could take out one of the Worm Slayer users right now. Good level. Come on. Strength is good. Although you're so brittle. 16 health. Let's go for it. We have a 100% hit chance, so like we're fine. Barring some random act of the RNG goddess. I think we'll be okay. And just to top off his health, we're gonna do this. Doesn't really matter. We're not gonna keep Sakura anyway. Not too concerned about giving her experience or anything. Now we're gonna take our Worm Slayer. Ouch. Okay. And just a couple more stragglers here, and this chapter will be all set. So it's not too bad, but if you do make a few stupid decisions, you will find yourself in a world of pain. Just because at this point you don't have many like heavy-hitting units that can take a hit from a number of guys. Like your soldiers are kind of like glass cannons at this moment. Gonna get more experience here for Kaze. Kaze coming in with the dodge, nice. Same friend. Actually, I could have had Azura pick him off, but it's okay. She'll get enough experience from dancing, so. Oops.
I'll back you up.
It ends here.
Look at that. Crit.
Your battle has ended.
It's always unfortunate when you get the crits at like the moments where you totally don't need it. Like you're just about to kill them no matter what anyway. But whatever. It's cool to see. Gonna heal. And I don't think you're gonna be able to do much. No. No, you're not. So 587, 764. Let's give it to Kaze.
We'll teach them a lesson.
But the question is, can he get another amazing level? Once I do a little dance for him. Nope, that's not. Oh well. Now we're gonna. I already talked about him leveling up, so let's give him the level this time.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's do it.
No need to be afraid.
I'm not too concerned about leveling Rinka just because
That
I'm like
was a good
99%
fight.
certain we don't get her in any shape or form in Conquest, so it doesn't really matter.
Leave it to me.
Strength again, though. Look at that. So defense would be nice, but he's doing a good job. I can't knock him. Now we're gonna take on this final guy down here, this Phantom. Just gonna kind of assemble a little bit outside his range. So let's. Oh, look at that. He can't do anything, and that's an instant kill. Okay. We're not going to be able to finish him off, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait here. Actually, technically I could have had Azura dance, but this will be fine. Let's see what happens with this. Really not sure what the deal is with the Phantom guys here. I would imagine that probably gets explained later. Or maybe they're just like the faceless kind of guys. Yeah. Doesn't matter about Sakura getting experience healing me. Won't matter at all. Unless we miss, of course. Yeah, okay. So now it does matter. Let's make sure we're not dying. And she actually gets a level. Not gonna matter.
Alright.
Of course she gets the weirdest level I've ever seen her get. Strength and defense, oh my god. Should we... there's no way you could damage her. There's no way, yeah. The question is, can you take... Yeah, we're not gonna do that. On the off chance that I miss again, we're not gonna get Azura killed, so let's do this. Okay. And with that, the chapter is complete. Trying to get a good look at that dragon head. Look at that. It's like antlers and like little tentacle things coming off the head. It's creepy. And it doesn't even like roar. I find that strange. Eh, whatever. It's hard to tell of our stats right now because of the dragon form anyway, but could have been better. Did she do that or did the dragon do that? I guess it was her keeping him back. I kind of wish they matched the mouth a little bit better. Be nice to get the actual people that modeled it to like do the English version too, instead of trying to make it fit. That I was not expecting the first time I saw. Look at that, it's like a floating, creepy jaw thing.
Do it as yourself.
Look at that. There's no eyes. It's not a face. Azura gets beaten up a lot in this. Even in just like the promo for the game. Okay, back to relative normalcy. Although now we know how much of a freak we are. Technically. Now we're going to remember a little bit more about the past.
Fire it will.
This is Sumeragi here.
I'm disappointed in you, Sumeragi.
He used to be a warrior, then he took an arrow to the knee.
Wasn't even my best trap.
Of course, then we see this as well.
You poor thing. Orphaned at such a tender young age. You are my child now.
Creepy grandpa. So I really do wish that Garon was more... I would really like to see a plot twist where Garon is actually not as bad as he seems, or where he, I don't know, is actually the good guy or something, but I really don't think that's going to happen in any way. I think he's just your stereotypical, tropey, cartoon villain.
Are you all right?
I'm so sorry.
No.
Huh?
Yes.
So I guess it's the ancient dragon, the dusk dragon, that looks so freaky. I wonder if we'll get to see it in any form.
Ah.
And of course, here's the Nick Jr. village, crumbled and destroyed. But I mean, the war has to start, the game has to start somehow, so...
Listen. Yes. Why?
And of course, you know, the sword with the eyeball on it looking around wasn't suspicious or anything, King Garon. Good plan. Good thinking. That wasn't
All
obvious.
your fault. Hey,
You got edgy Takumi over here.
shut up. Takumi.
Though he did just lose his mom, so he's having a bad day. I'll give him that.
What? Hey.
I'm so sorry.
But he is right not to trust us, because we're not sticking around for him.
Please, wait.
What did you say?
Hmm.
And Mikoto foresaw her own death, so she knew she was going to be jumping in front of those shrapnel bullets. Taking the hit for us. And I also wish this part was less stereotypical,
Huh?
less tropey, because now there's a sword and a stone, and you can bet what character is going to be getting that sword. I mean, our sword just shattered into a million pieces before, so
It can't be.
kind of out of a sword right now.
Indeed.
It is the Divine Sword Yato, and let's guess who it's going to go to. Of course. I almost wish it didn't go to you just to like break the stereotype there, but of course
That can't be.
this is RPG land, so we are the chosen one.
Huh? Big brother?
I'd like to see a game like that though, where it just completely destroys every stereotype that you think is gonna happen. That would be cool.
If I may. Show no mercy.
Kaze put in work this chapter. I'll give it to him.
Azura.
So, we're getting ready now to go to chapter 6, which is going to be the big decision chapter. We already know where we're going. We're going Conquest. I'm not going to start the playthrough and then do Birthright halfway through. You know, we already have the overlay here. Everything all set up for Conquest. If I had gotten the 3DS capture card earlier, what would have been cool would be to make like a generic layout and then play through and pick a path, then make a specific, you know, Conquest or Birthright layout. Once you beat that, then we could have jumped back and done the other one and made a new layout for that and did a playthrough with that. But I wasn't able to get the capture card in time, so I started playing Hoshido on my own. But that's okay anyway, because I'd rather have Conquest be the one that I record here for this channel. And if everybody wants, we could do Revelations later, so we'll see how that goes. But Conquest being the more like challenging of the two, I would rather have this one be recorded, so it's all good.
Wait. Listen.
So she's going to give us a Dragonstone to be able to
Understood.
tone down our draconic rage. The interesting thing about this Dragonstone, though, is it's kind of a limited Dragonstone. You can't double attack with it, and you can't do more than one range with it either. So
Thank you.
it's kind of just like a secondary side weapon, but it will come in handy when you have an enemy with like low resistance. Okay. We're going to end it right here. That's going to be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please let me know in the comments section down below what was the first Fire Emblem game that you played. Also, slash that thumbs up if you liked today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. What's going on, guys? Stevie here with Lucky Crit, and today we're going to do the third installment of our Fire Emblem Fates Conquest Let's Play, and we left off on Chapter 4.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but you're right because I've heard a lot of people that don't like him. I didn't like him. He was fine.
It's like you can tell right away the first time you see him. He's like, oh man, I know magic, I can help, I'm the best. He's surrounded by these like 30-year-old hardened criminals with like axes who like cannibalize small children and just like